Hello friends and crochet enthusiasts. Today I brought you a new model with wonderful and beautiful summer colors. In this project, I used 2mm thick paper yarn in a cream-based color and 6 other matching colors. I also used a 3.5mm crochet hook and bamboo handle 29 centimeters. I will start with a small sample made of multiples of 4 chains, and in this specific bag I started by making 56 chains. Now we have multiples of number 4. In the 5th chain, I make 1 double crochet and I continue to the end of the row by making a double crochet stitch in each chain. I continue with the same stitch until the end of the chain. I do not close the last stitch of this row and I merge it with the new color instead. If you want the entire bag to be just one solid color, you can continue working without cutting the yarn. After that, I make 3 chains and turn the piece. In the 3rd double crochet stitch, I make 2 double crochet stitches. I make 3 chains and in the 1st chain I make 1 slip stitch. In the exact same stitch I make 1 more double crochet and 1 chain stitch. We skip 3 stitches and we do the exact same previous steps in the 4th stitch. We continue to the end of the row. In my bag sample, I ended up with 13 dessert stitch models. After the last model, we do not make 1 chain stitch, we skip 1 stitch, and we make 1 double crochet in the last stitch. We make 1 chain stitch and we turn the piece. In the next stitch, we make 1 single crochet. We make 5 chains, and in the large space we make 1 single crochet. We make 5 more chains, and we continue with the exact same steps until the end of the row. I finish the row by making 1 single crochet. I make 4 chains and turn the piece to start a new row. In the large space I make 1 single crochet. I make 3 chains, then 1 single crochet in the next space. I continue until the end of the row. At the end of the row, I make 1 chain and 1 double correction. We do not close the last stitch before changing the yarn. I make 3 chains and turn the piece to start a new row. In the next small space, I make 1 double crochet. In the single crochet stitch, I make 1 double crochet. In the large space, I make 3 double crochet. I continue until the end of the row. In the last space, I make 2 double crochet. And before closing the last stitch, I change the yarn. I repeat rows from 2 to 4 once again, and we continue until we have 6 groups of dessert stitch. The last row will be in the base color using the double crochet stitch. After we have finished all the rows, now we will make a 3-sided border for the piece on the 2 sides and the bottom only. In the base color row with the double crochet, we make 3 single crochet. In the dessert stitch rows, we make 5 single crochet in the triple rows. The first row has 2 single crochet, the middle row has 1 single crochet, and the third row has 1 single crochet. The most important thing is that the number of stitches on this side must match the other side. In the last row, we also make 3 single crochet. In the bottom corners, we make 3 single crochet. At the bottom, we make 1 single crochet with each stitch. We make 1 chain stitch and turn the piece and start a new row for the border. This row I made it with 1 single crochet and 1 chain and skip for 1 stitch. You can continue the whole row in single crochet if you prefer it that way. I continue until the end of the border. a naked chain and turn the piece. I continue making the border in this way until I have 4 mesh rows. At the end of the border, we make 1 single crochet and 1 chain, and I turn the piece. I repeat the piece with the exact same steps, and most importantly, the number of border stitches must be identical. I place the front sides of the 2 pieces facing each other, and I start sewing from the inside. In this way, I sew through the back loop of the stitch only. The first stitch I sew it twice for securing. After I finish sewing the border, I turn the piece inside out. We only have a few steps left now. With the base color, I make an upper border using the single crochet stitch. In the side area, make 1 single crochet on top of each row. I continue until the end of the row. On each side, I ended up with 12 stitches. I made 2 rows only using the single crochet stitch. Now right in the exact middle, I place a marker. I count 6 stitches towards the right and I place another marker. And also 6 stitches towards the left and I place a marker. I remove the marker that was in the middle. And I count 6 more stitches from the right and the left and I place a marker. And 5 stitches towards the right and the left as well. If you have a bamboo handle in a different size, you can place the markers according to the size of the bamboo you have. I will start now making the piece through which the handle will be attached. We will start in the middle making rows using the single crochet stitch. The last stitch we do not make because the first one is not counted. Now in the first row, we ended up with 11 single crochet. I make a chain and turn the piece and start a new row. I continue until they become 12 rows using the single crochet stitch. This is enough to attach the bamboo handle. In this way, I made all the necessary sides to attach the handle. I start from any point to make the final row using the slip stitch. The first stitch here is not counted. I start connecting it with the upper loop of the next stitch, and I continue until the exact point where I started. Make sure that each stitch has the correct stitch opposite to it. I close the row with the needle and thread in this way, and I hide the excess yarn. And like that, we have finished our new model. If you liked it, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to maintain the continuity of the channel. See you in a new tutorial very soon.